I've been trying my best not to think about you, but you're stuck in my mind. I've been hypnotized by you. Hey, all the suffering and pain got me feeling so blue. Cause when it was us, I was never enough. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, yeah. I've been worrying about my mental health, cause when I'm alone, I keep checking my phone, yeah. Seeing all these people, having someone to lean on, while I don't. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up.
Oh, what it do, folks? What it do? Saturday, November 27th. Y'all see that new logo, that new branding we got for Unscripted, huh?
We had new branding, but my screen's still wrinkled.
Oh my God! See, there go that LA bandwidth. What is going wrong? I can't get my products from the docks in LA, and you can't get your bandwidth right.
I can't get my bandwidth.
What is happening? We got problems. That's all right. EB, how you living, brother?
I'm living good, man. I'm living good. How was Thanksgiving?
I'm still eating. I'm just gonna say that, still eating. I'm gonna be on the Peloton tonight to try to work through some of these extra LBs that your boy put on, but it's all good. You?
Hey, I don't know if you're checking your watch, man, but I've been going like extra time. I've been hitting the gym longer because of I probably stayed in like 2 hours, man, in the gym.
That's all right, man. I'm gonna be under the squat rack tomorrow morning, so I'll be back where I need to be. I tell you what, hey, let's say what's happening to folks that's coming in the building. We got a great show tonight. Thank y'all for joining us on Unscripted. Stewart Videos. We see. Hold on. Let me get the comments right. Let me make sure that folks can. There we go. Let me get the size right. Stewart Video. We see you. All things YouTube. We see you. Appreciate you, sir, for coming in. Laura Williams. Yeah, we got. Look, we big time around here. You need to Google us. We got stars on Facebook and everything. We trying to do this. We try to do this.
Really quick though. There's another strain of coronavirus. You guys be safe.
Where did that come from? That just came out of left field.
Out of left field because this ad just popped up on my screen. There's I guess another variant.
So yeah, over in South Africa. So yeah, definitely.
So everybody
be safe.
Stay protected. Be safe. Wear your mask, even if you're vaccinated or not. Wear your mask.
That's right. Take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Yeah,
anyway.
Mr. Cox, moderator in the building. How are you, sir? Appreciate you for being here. That's a good man right there. Kevin Cox, God, that's a good man. Michelle, missed you at the meeting, a few minutes ago. I'm just gonna put you out there on blast, right? We had the conversation. The Digital Collective was looking for you, but appreciate you for you showing up to this session right here. She gonna hate me. Oh boy, she gonna kill me, but that's all right. I gotta buy something from her store now. Let's talk a little bit about what we got to talk about tonight. We got a young man sitting backstage in the green room. He ready to probably drop some rhymes on us, drop some lyrics on us. Unfortunately, we don't want to get YouTube copyright strike, so we can't play the music. But we can at least chop it up and talk with the young man. So EB, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do the honors, man, because you brought him to our attention.
Yeah, so let's talk. Our guest today is a young up and coming artist who just dropped an album. on iTunes called "Who You Is." And
Mm.
I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it. Please help me welcome Eratik to the Unscripted stage.
Listen, I should have put some sound effects on there, but yeah, let me just bring the man on himself. Young man, how you living, brother? How you doing?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
All
All
right,
Glad to be
right,
all
on the
right.
show.
come on,
Appreciate y'all for having me for sure.
sure.
I tell you what, man. Tell the folks a little bit, high level. All right, we can. Anybody else can give you the intro, but nobody can do it better than you yourself. Talk to us a little about who you are, where you are, what it is that you do, and why folks need to pay attention to Erratic.
For sure. I'm a artist from LA, 17 years old. Uh, make music, make films, do a little bit of everything. I don't like to like confine myself to one genre. I like to make a variation of music. So just check it out. I'm sure y'all love it. If y'all don't, I'll always take feedback. I feel like everybody can get better. So yeah, like I said, thank y'all for having me. Really a crazy moment for me. It's my first like ever live stream, so it's dope for sure.
Right, man. Well, hopefully your partners are watching, man. I mean, shouts out to what the young kids listening now. Y'all on TikTok, Snapchat. I don't know what's going on, man.
Oh, that's
Man said he's 17 years old. I got 4
17,
decades on him. God, it's all
man. 17. Hey, how does the young person stay kind of motivated? Kind of, it seems like, I mean, you put this album out, so it seems like you have a lot of discipline. I mean, normal 17. Like I know I was at 17, was
yeah.
running
We
amok,
know what we
and
were
you're
doing at
focused on
17. Yeah.
your craft and your skill. Tell us a little bit about how you stay focused at 17.
Well, first things first, gotta give a shout out to my parents, mom and dad. They instilled that for me as a kid for sure. But like with me personally, to me, like it's like if you want to do something, like why not like put in the extra hours? That's why like
Mm.
I might seem low energy sometimes, might have bags, but like if I'm doing what I love, then it's worth it. But yeah, like my work ethic is really like it's something like you either like born with or like you have to develop or you just don't and like you stuck at wherever you stuck at. But for me, for sure, I was born with it. Like then my mom, my dad stayed on top of me, so it like got it to that level. And it's just like for me, like wanting to do it, so it made it even better.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask about that as well. Your parents instilled that into you. Again, 17 years old. Me and EB, we were not as focused and locked in at that early age. We were out there running the streets. And I'm not going to put you on blast and say anything. I'm sure you're out there doing the same thing too, hanging with your partners. But being able to say that I want to do music, I want to do, you mentioned film as well, being able to have that direction at really such a relatively young age. Where you say you got it from your parents? Where did your parents get it from? I mean, again, was it? Are you from like a military family, or from an education based backed family or something, or just they were just saying, brother, you gonna sit here, you gonna figure out what you're gonna do, and you're gonna be successful and rise above everything else that's out there.
I'm not from military family, but I'm from a strict family, that's for sure. So like
Okay, okay.
even just with like school, like growing up, they always like on top of me. Like if you do anything, you a student first. So just really that like, and on top of that, you add like religion and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like they stay on top of you a little bit like harder. So yeah, for sure. Not like a military, but it felt like it at some point.
But see that's a good way to put it too as well. You had active parenting in your life that yeah we all fall and stumble and do what we got to do. We fall down and get back up, but you had that backing of mom, dad, grandma, aunt, whatever the case may be. So I mean that's pretty cool to hear as well. You got some folks that are asking you questions already. What's LA like for a young 17-year-old? What's a day in the life of Eratik?
For me personally, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not like a really like outside type of person, so I can give you the whole spill, but like LA is pretty dope. Like it's somewhere like I could see myself living for like a really extended period, maybe even my whole life. But like for me, it's just going to school, maybe like basketball practice, something like that. Sometimes I just come straight home, start working on music or start working on like art in general. But yeah, like outside life, I'm not really into that, so I can't personally like give my insight, but it's LA, so there's always a lot of options.
Always something going on. Yeah, my daughter goes to UCLA, and I know what it's like down there. It's always something going on, and I worry about her sometime, but I know she's got a good head on her shoulder and she's doing the right things. But yeah, LA, it's like talking to folks from the East Coast. Like I'm coming to visit you in California. Where are you at? I'm in LA. Well, or I say I'm in Sacramento. Or is that close to LA? No. Right, it's a whole different dynamic and a whole different conversation. But and LA being so big and so many different things going on, Evie, I know you got some questions for him, man. You know, talking about music and all that. I'm gonna let you go ahead and chime in, brother.
I mean, he asked her a question too. I was going to ask him, man, at 17, are you playing sports? I got a chance to meet him. Actually, we did like a photo video shoot in the studio, and I'm telling you, we walk in this building. He was taller than the doors. I was like, man, this young man was like, oh, I was like, 17? Yeah, and I thought I was tall. I mean, yeah, I'm not even close. So are both your parents tall? Are you do you get your height from your from your parents?
Yeah, so I'll give y'all the whole rundown. My dad 6'3", my mom like 5'8". Then I had like a great grandpa apparently on my dad's side who was 7 feet tall. So that explains everything. I just like learned this recently, but it makes perfect sense because I'm 6'5".
6'5", 17 years old. Man is probably eating everything is in the kitchen. Man, don't come around here. Don't Evie, don't give him my address because I can't. I already don't come around here eating up everything in the kitchen. That's okay. No.
So you're in high school, right? So 17, you're in high school. Is this your last year?
Last year,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
grateful to finally getting out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the funny thing about high school was that, and James and I went to school together in Okinawa, right? So I've known him for a long time. He mentioned military because we both are from a military background. You know, which your parents are pretty strict. There's that you know, if you get in trouble, if your parents get in trouble, you get your parents in trouble. That's how bad it was. But it sounds like in the school though, you're doing all these extra are you teaching yourself music production, producing, and as you said, you're getting to writing, doing videos as well, movies, and writing. Are you taking extra classes for those in high school, or are you taking them in like a college or something?
So for like all the extracurricular stuff, like I'm taking it pretty much all outside of like my actual school. So I'm in a filmmaking class. I'm in a program called Richard's Warrior / Tina Angel. Shout out to them. It was founded by Beyonce's mother, Tina Lawson, and Richard Lawson. So I'm in that program. So I'm like in a young filmmakers program. So I take that outside of school. I also have voice lessons with them. And then like everything else, like especially music wise, that's all like self-taught, like YouTube, Google, just searching stuff up and like staying dedicated to it.
Let me tag on to that because I have a question about that. Are you taking those outside of school because they're not offered at school, or because look, if you get an opportunity to go to a class that's offered by Beyonce's mom, you definitely gonna go do that one. But I'm just wondering, in the public school system, is it just because I know a lot of programs have been removed from the curriculum, and I'm just wondering. I hate the fact that a lot of sports and a lot of music appreciation, things like that, are no longer part of the normal curriculum and criteria. Is it because those aren't offered at your school, or just you had this opportunity to go to Beyonce's mom, Tina's? I'm gonna call her by her first name.
Yeah, so like for the specific classes I was talking about, they don't offer like that at my school, but I'll also go to a school that like a high school that allows us to take classes at a community college, Southwest College, if you're familiar with that. Yeah. So I'm not sure if Southwest has them available. I kind of highly doubt it, but I took it like you said, like it's Beyonce mom. Like if I have a chance to get involved with that, like I got to do that.
Man, next thing you know, you opening for just remember us when you on stage, right? Just remember us when you on stage. Evie and I both used to work for Clear Channel, and BGP. Bill Graham Presents was a music promoter, huge over here in Northern California. So we did security. I did it for 10 years. So we've been behind the scenes with some folks. We can guard you now. We can get you from the airport to the bus to the venue and make sure that your whole environment, stage left, stage right, is secure. We know how to do those things.
I always I always bring up to James when we did security at this event, and it was an outdoor event for
the country show.
For oh my god.
Oh, I know you're talking. Yeah, one of the I think it was Phil Lesh, or it was one of the Dead shows.
It was Steven Tyler, and we walked in from the front of stage all the way to the back. I mean, we were like 29 of us, locked our arms, walked them, through the field. That was.
Yeah, I've literally given Steven Tyler oxygen. Do you know who Steven Tyler is?
No.
See.
Like, oh my damn! We just dated ourselves.
Young 17-year-old man. He's the lead singer for Aerosmith. You familiar with? Yeah.
Yeah, I know Eratik. I didn't know his name though.
Yeah, yeah. You know, see, again, I'm on first name basis with these. No, but yeah, I've literally given him oxygen. I think EB, you've actually carried Shania Twain
Yeah,
around
we
Arco
carried her on a
Arena.
board
She
around
was
the
on a
arena. Yeah,
chariot.
Arco Arena.
So we've had the opportunity to be around some cool folks that are giants in the music industry. So we got your back when you finally hit it, though, brother.
So
So what other projects are you working on? Now you're doing you wrote a script. What other
right now,
projects are you writing?
well, right now I'm working on a deluxe version to my album. I don't like to call it a deluxe though because I like to be different. That's where my whole name comes from, erratic and me unpredictable. So I'm calling it a
Oh,
reloaded.
nice.
Like yeah, so like if you're familiar with like deluxes, it's usually like the original songs from the album plus like the new songs. But instead, I'm just releasing like the new songs because I feel like if you just put it together, it's kind of like a money grab. Honestly, that's just how I feel. So I'm going to like about it a different way. So I'm working on that, and then I'm working on like a mini series to like go along with that. That's why I said like I'm really involved in film. Like it's something I never thought I would enjoy doing, but I love it like so much. So that's definitely something I like want to keep on going with, like doing film and stuff outside of like just doing music. Because why not be unpredictable like my name?
Hmm.
I love that, man. Let me ask you a couple things, and I want to give a shout out to my man JP High Tech, who is in the audience right there. He's based in the on the central side. He's a branding expert, right? So he can actually. I don't know if you got some folks that you're already working with, but again, just that whole look when you walk out on stage, that whole look when you build marketing collateral, when you build information that you want to push out, media kits and things like that, press announcements. Someone like him would be someone interesting to at least chop it up with and have a conversation with, because again, you want to come out and you want to have that. What is that erratic look? Right, so you want folks to know when you show up on scene that this is you, this is what you look like. I'm glad he's in the comments right here, and maybe he can give a link to his information. So maybe y'all can chop it up and just have a conversation. But let me
Sure.
ask this real quick in terms of what you're doing, then I'll let EB go. But I production and promotion of your album and of what you're building, are you doing it yourself, or how are you pushing it out there to the masses? Are you the one that's out there doing all of the social media sharing? Or do you have a team working with you?
I have I don't have a team like to do stuff for me, but I do have a collective. So we all support each other, like different artists, like well, they like it's like a couple like 2 3 artists, uh, and then 2 actors and like one that's also a poet. But like everybody kind of multi talented. It's like we all like push each other's stuff. But like in terms of like producing everything, that's all like like me out of pocket. I mix and master my own music. I make a lot of my beats, but I do also work with like other producers and stuff like to make beats for me. And then like social media and everything, that's all me. So like everything you see is always gonna be me.
Wow. Again, I mean,
Edit my
I think about that again. 17 years old, you got school that you got to do. You might have a job. You might be over there, making burritos at Chipotle or so, whatever the case may be, right? But then you got this passion that I'm trying to be the next whomever on stage, and you're doing you, right. You're doing your passion thing from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. or whatever the case may be, and just that's commendable, man. I just I wanted to get that out and not make it assumed, right. I just wanted folks to hear a young 17-year-old brother that's out here trying to do some things and be excellent at it. So go ahead, EB,
appreciate
man.
And it's
You know
good.
me. I'm
Yeah,
always
and
chiming
it's
in, buddy.
good. I don't know if you guys get a chance. One of the biggest things we do on the show is basically kind of network everyone. That's a biggest part of it is getting you to meet other people, and that's the one of the goals that we
Mm.
try to strive for. Networking individuals, but also, dude, talented. You got to hear his stuff. I mean, um, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be frank. I'm gonna say, hey, we sat in this. We're in the studio. We're sitting with it. I'm looking at this young man. I'm thinking I couldn't see him 17. I'm thinking this guy, he's got things going on. I mean, it's yeah, definitely professional, definitely driven. Like I said, we shot some videos, and I showed him he cut it, and it looked It looked good.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looked good.
The
I was
production on
impressed.
this is dope as well. But let's talk a little bit about your style and your flow. I'm again not gonna play the audio because no strikes here, no copyright strikes. But and also I'm doing that because I want folks to go out and check you out on Apple Music, check you out on Spotify, and I'll make sure the links are in the
The link.
description. But talk to us a little bit about your flow and your vibe and where that comes from. Are you influenced by someone that's out there already, or is this you just coming up with you?
I'm influenced by a lot of people. So like my favorite rapper of all time, it's really who got me like into music, honestly, Eminem. I feel like for a lot of people that's kind of like a outlandish like claim because a lot of people like don't like his style because like it's corny or whatever. But like his storytelling is like everything like that.
Yep.
Lyricism just always something that stuck with me. And then like I started expanding to like more like melodic stuff. Like it's a couple like LA artists right now, Blast, Bino Rodo. If y'all know who that is, they like kind of influence like my whole melodic style. But like honestly, like I said, like I do a little bit of everything. Like I have like a church type of song like just stuck in like the vault like that I'm waiting to drop. I have like stuff like that. I just dropped a dancehall song like on my album. I have something that's like sound like something Bruno Mars would make. So like I really just like try to do a little bit of everything. Like that's why like I said I chose Eratik because it mean unpredictable. Like growing up, my mom played country. Like I said, we have gospel music, so that my family believes in Jamaican, so I'm listening to like a whole bunch of reggae, then hip
Yeah.
hop, obviously R&B. So like it's just like that whole fusion like brought it together like into me. And like now when I make music, it's just like I feel like I could like rap to anything or like sing to anything, definitely write to anything. So yeah.
I'm gonna say this right, and when I first heard this track right here, go for you, the the effortless method of the way that you are able to spit these lyrics, man. I'm serious. You just sitting there and just I don't know if you got a pulse, but the fact that you flowing so smoothly, right, and it's just coming off so easily, I think is also something that's pretty amazing and pretty intriguing as well. But this cut right here, this is already on my in my a playlist, right? So I did scrape it, but well, I paid for it. I don't want to say that. I did pay for it, but yeah, I'm listening to this as well, man. So check that out, folks, because it's very cool, very smooth, melodic. You can rhyme with it and everything. Not everything's got explicit lyrics, so you can play it around your kids too, folks. Don't be afraid of Eratik. He's not gonna embarrass you in front of your mom or nothing like that. But go ahead, E.
So it's about like you said, it was about storytelling. Are when you listen to the songs for "Go for You," are the lyrics inspired by like relationships? I know
Mm.
we had this conversation, but I want to hear you tell where do you get these lyrics from? Is it about any particular person?
Yeah, so like with my like songs, I don't like to say it's about a certain person because like I don't like attach that emotion to like certain like pieces of art because then like if I have a falling out with that person, it's like dang, I don't even like this song no more, like whatever. So like I usually like say like it's inspired by like different situations and like that's how like I mentally like get over like that like little challenge that I have with attaching it to certain people.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting, because I was just watching the story with a comedy show with Pete Davidson, and he was talking about how Ariana Grande dropped that song about him. He's like, yeah, it's about you. So I don't know if other I know Taylor Swift, a lot of her songs are about kind of breakups and things that are going on. I don't know if other writers do the same thing and think, hey, this is what's going to inspire me, or maybe your daily everything that happens in your life. um I guess that's a vulnerable, I can't even say the word, vulnerable situation, and people are putting it out
Say that
there.
3 times backwards.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of and I'm not saying in your case, but I'm saying a lot of inspiration comes from folks, or a lot of creativity comes from devastation, or or things that happen in people's lives. I think I like the fact that for you that it's not that way. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent out there, and you're right. It's about storytelling. Do you feel like you're with this fusion, you may be starting a new genre of music, or is that your goal or
Mm.
hopes to start a new genre of music?
That's a good question. Before I answer that though, I do want to say it is a couple of songs, but like I'm talking about like real life stuff. Like on my album, Who You Is, hashtag Who You Is, I have a song called Ruby that's dedicated to my grandma. She passed away
Um,
to COVID couple like a year ago.
mm,
So that was like one of the things that really like catapulted like my whole like my whole creation process with my album, because like it was the first time I ever like released a project of that size. But yeah, so I'm not gonna say I don't like some songs. Like some songs is for sure about like other people. And then what was the question? I kind of forgot. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, do you feel like with this fusion mix? I know you said you're
There
listening
you
to a
go.
whole bunch of things, reggae, and country music and things like that. Is your hopes to create a new genre of music, or just not be boxed into one type of music, maybe more pop?
Yeah, so I don't like necessarily want to say I want to create a new genre, because I feel like the way people like kind of categorize some like stuff sometimes, like I could create a new genre like quote unquote, and then they'll like still like label it as rap. So like what I want to do is like kind of disassociate myself with like rap altogether. Like I still love rapping, but I'm really trying to push myself more to like the melodic side and like the pop
Mm,
side, R&B like side, just because for one, that's where like really like the impact is, and like all of the just like getting like a bigger fan base. And like for me, the whole reason I make art is to help other people, like because I know it helped me. Like music is my therapy, so I know it for
Yeah.
sure help a whole bunch of other people.
Wow. That's yeah. I know your parents are so proud, man. You articulate. I mean, this guy is. Yeah, I met him. I was like, man, this guy is. I came
17 years
home and
old. I
I
did.
was like, this guy's only 17 years old, and he has like, this is what I try to instill in my kids as well. Just I want them to be kids. I want them, but I also want them to follow their passion. And you young man are doing that. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Amazing stuff.
You got Junior Thompson coming here talking about the tracks are off the chain. Okay,
Yeah.
you got some folks in here watching. Go Eratik, good stuff. Appreciate you, Junior Thompson, for jumping in. Let me ask this, man. Challenges, right? In the creative process. Talk to us a little bit about that. Folks who are trying to come up and do their thing. I see you shaking your head. I may have hit on a nerve right there. Talk to us a little bit about what it's like when you go in the studio, and what kind of challenges that you face doing that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm like the type of artist, I have writer's block all the time, and especially because I make some of my own beats, like producer's block too. But I'm fortunate enough to have like my own mic, and I know how to mix and master, so I record from home, so I could pretty much just start something whenever I want to. But writer's block, like just creator's block in general, is like one of the most like aggravating things. But like the one way I deal with it is I say like I don't really trip about it. I like don't focus on it, because I know whenever I get out of my writer's block, I'm gonna make something like crazy. Like there's a song on my album, it's called Too Much, featuring I Love Oscar. Shout out to him, Arkansas artist, also 17. Has a project dropping soon to December 11th, I believe. Don't quote me on that though, because I cannot think of it off the top of my head. But it's a song on there. Like I had writer's block for like the longest time. Like I was trying to finish up my album, so like I was like, I'm just not gonna trip off of it. I'm just gonna like maybe work on a film or something else. Like sometimes I even just get out of my creative zone, like in general, just so I could like give my mind a break, because I would
Yeah.
like work a lot. So like I ended up making like this crazy beat. Like that's one of the songs in there that I produced like myself, and like I like ended up making like a crazy beat. Like it was like no like samples or loops or anything like that. I just made it like off the top, and that's kind of uncommon for me, because usually like I'll like get a loop and then like make magic with it. But I made it completely for scratch, and then I made the song too. So it's just like sometimes you just gotta give yourself a break. Like you can't like think about it too much, and then it'll come to you eventually.
I love that. I love that. You got some folks coming in. You got Janelle Thompson talking about Go Jay. So you got some folks, people showing up. Rich
Shout out
Vibes
to
is in the building. He's a DJ based out of the UK. Rich, we need to get you some. We need to get you some cuts here from Eratik, man. Put them on Mixcloud while you mixing. Yeah, I mean, get you global.
So that's one of my. I'm glad you brought that up. Actually, that's one of my biggest like goals, because, like I said, my family Belizean and Jamaican. So getting like a fan base out there. That's another reason why I have a song called Bag Y'all. It's on my album. I had to put it because I'm like I'm Belizean Jamaican. I have to put on for my people. So that's definitely one of my main goals. Like making sure like I'm like a global like superstar, not just like American or not just a LA artist. Like I want to be global for sure.
I love it. I love EB. I'm gonna let you ask the question, but I just popped something in my head. So talk to me a little bit, and I'll put this up there on the screen as well. I noticed you got 1, 2, 3, you got 4 songs on your album right now with collaborations, right? Talk a little bit about how that works out, and kind of the dynamic of were you able to be, first of all, due to the world stopping for 17 months, whatever the case may be, were you able to be in the same room, same studio, recording and collaborating, and if not, how was that being distributed at different locations, collaborating, making sure you're on the same page, got the same vibe going. How was that during that while you were making the album?
Okay, so the good thing about all my collaborations on my album is I know all these people personally. One of them, the feature on Bad Gal is actually my cousin. So like he's like the only person I recorded with like in person. Like he came to my house, we recorded his verse, got that out the way. I think we did like 5 or 6 songs that day, so I was gassed afterwards. But like yeah, with like all the other people that didn't like record with me in person, like they like recorded it like either at a studio or like their own home studio. They sent it to me, and then like I just like change, like I might like change stuff up just to like make like the song better, but really like all the people I work with, like for the most part, they like all like extremely talented, so I don't even have to do much. Just like placing they file on top of mine, and then just from there.
I love it. Here we go. Wanted to put that up there as well. So there's the album right there, Eratik, Who You Is. Yeah. So what was the one you were just talking about right now? Bad Gal?
Yeah, Bad Gal.
Okay.
Shout out to V3.
There it is right there. We
got Bad Gal. That's bad.
Man, come on, get with it, EB, man. This is again.
I was thinking Bad Gal. Bad Gal.
Oh my goodness, he don't know. Bad Gal. We're gonna leave you. We're gonna leave you back, back home when we go to the club. Got 3 of them on here. That's got the stars, so that means folks are definitely vibing and checking you out. So Too Much, Ruby. Mark my words. I dare. It's almost like asking which one is if you were a parent, which is your favorite kid. But of the tracks you got on this album right now, which is your go-to? Which is the one that you want folks to know this is Eratik, and what's your favorite off of this album?
Hey, right, before you say that, I'm gonna say "Go For You" and "Mark My Words" is my jam. Those are my. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm not gonna lie, this is like one of the most complete. Well, it's my second project, my third project technically, but like this is like one of the most complete. No, it's the most complete project I've released so far. So it's kind of hard to pick. I'm gonna give a couple of different answers, but I'm gonna make my way towards answering. So I'm not gonna lie, my favorite one to create was Evolve. That's the one that I said I have like a Bruno Mars type of vibe to it, because like it was just something completely different, and like the song title fits perfectly. I for sure evolved like when I was making that like song. To me, the best overall song I'd probably say is Mark My Words. I feel like that's like a song anybody could like really listen to. It's a couple songs that like some people might not like, but I feel like if you listen to this album, Mark My Words is probably the song like everybody gonna like. It's crazy too, because White Tea is one of the songs I actually like thought, like I didn't think like it was gonna be like as good like in terms of like other people like hearing it, but surprisingly to me, everybody likes that song. Like it's one of the few, it's the only song where I really like actually rap on the album. So like that kind of adds to it, or like I purely rap, I should say. So I feel like that kind of adds to it, because like most of like my fan base kind of know me as a rapper, but like I said, like I'm stepping away from that. So they got like some of like the old school Eratik basically. But yeah, I feel like Mark My Words is probably like the best song on here. Go For You, I love that song too. That was one of my favorites to make also, but I'm kind of biased towards it because I have the remix of it. So, I know
wait a minute, where the remix at? I need to put that in my playlist then, man. Hold on. Let me, do I know?
That's going to be on the Reloaded for sure.
Okay.
Probably going to come out like, I say like February next year.
Okay. Nice. Awesome. And listen, he said the old school Eratik, 17 years old. Come, brother, old school, that what was it, 2 months ago? No. His brother said the old school Eratik.
I've been making music for a while. I know it's like probably sound cliche, but like straight out the womb, like music was always like my thing. I didn't start taking it seriously like till the pandemic basically, but like I've been releasing music like ever since like 7th grade. So that's like 5-6 years ago.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Let me ask one more question, and then I know you had something you wanted to ask too. Damn, what was it? How come we don't have these tracks on Sirius XM radio yet? What's it take to get on like satellite radio? How come I haven't heard them on the Heat or what? Talk to me and from a layman's perspective, right? Someone in technology, not in the music industry. What's it take to get? Yeah, you're on Spotify. Yeah, you're on probably SoundCloud. Yeah, you're on Apple Music and things like that. What's it going to take to get your tracks, which are top quality, which need to be there? How come I don't hear them on the Heat right now, channel 65 or 45, whatever it is, on Sirius Satellite XM Radio?
Well, the main reason is I'm not signed. I'm an independent artist, so
Okay.
for one, it's already gonna be hard for me to get on the radio. But then on top of that, I'm also like not to the point yet where like I have enough buzz for like just like a radio station to put it on there without me even like saying anything. So that's for sure gonna be something that's gonna like happen. Definitely, I'm not like music is what I do, art is what I do, but music is my first love. So I don't plan on ever really quitting. So that's for sure like something that I definitely see happening in the near future, honestly.
I love that. And so that was actually a loaded question, man, because I wanted to hear what your statement to that was, because the talent is there, the quality of the production and quality of the product is there. So our little corner of the universe right here, folks watching and folks listening, and then the replay squad is huge as well. So we gonna do what we can to make sure that you get some acknowledgement and get these flowers while you can, for sure. But yeah, I kind of set you up with that one. That's all I was. Folks in the audience, if you got any questions, young man here is doing big things. He's making music. He's making films. He's talking about the highs, the lows, the goods, the bad, the struggles. Put them out there, and we'll put them on the screen and let Eratik answer them for you. What you got, EB?
I heard something there say you being that you want to not sign, and I know we see all these movies about production companies. Are you wanting to have your own production? Do you want to be signed, or are you going to do your own distribution? Are
Interesting.
you going to? Do you want to be in that? You know where I'm going with that? I don't want to say anything bad about all these
No.
production
So like
companies.
I'm definitely gonna make my own like record label and like really everything. Like I already have like I said, I have a collective that I want to like it's turning into a business like really quickly called
There you
Imprint.
go.
Definitely gonna hear more about that in the near future for sure. But in terms of signing with the label, I'm not sure yet. It's something that like definitely like if it was like the right type of deal, I would do it. But
Yeah,
just like from knowing like how like easily artists get taken advantage of, I would definitely have to like go through it like with a lawyer, obviously, and like make sure
yeah.
everything is like correct before I like even like was to sign with somebody. But if
Mhm.
I could do it independent, I'd definitely do that because like you have artists like
Sure.
Russ who are like fully independent and like really big. So it really just depends.
And I know we talked
You got
about this.
folks that actually want you to come back to Jamaica, right? They trying to get you to pack up and leave, man. Come on, man, just got here, and they trying to, maybe it's just for a visit. I'm gonna leave it alone there.
And I want to talk to some people about there's everybody knows that that I usually talk about crypto and what's happening for I think one of the biggest things that's good that's going to happen for artists is cryptocurrency, is blockchain and NFTs. Have you considered looking at that or research going that route? Because what that's going to do is allow you guys to really get as an independent artist to get paid for your work, for your creativeness. Um, have you looked at that avenue, or are you looking into maybe the NFT
Like
space?
NFTs for sure, yeah. That's
Yeah,
like something like it's a couple like unreleased songs like that I have and like other stuff like probably some like old films that like I could always like make an NFT. So like just cause like I don't want stuff to go to waste. Like it's some songs that was like supposed to be on this album, but like they didn't make the like final cuts. They probably like never gonna get released. And like, it's some songs that I really like that just didn't make the cut. So for sure gonna do like some NFTs like in the near future as well.
That's cool.
and when you're picking those album songs, is it your collective that's picking those? You guys are you just saying, hey, you know what, I like that one, I like that, I don't like that one, or
So
is
like
you guys good as a collective?
So like like when I was making this album, the collective actually didn't exist yet. Like it's still fairly
Mm,
new. Like, but for me, like my process, like in terms of like track listing and picking songs, I like to tell a story like through my albums. And like with this one
Mm.
specifically, it's not as prevalent because like I wasn't able to do like what I wanted to in terms of like shooting more than like one video. But with the mini series, because like the Reloaded is like part of like the same like universe basically. It's gonna like explain like a lot of the story, and I'm really excited to like start shooting it like soon. So yeah, like picking tracks and stuff like that, it really like depends on like one if I like the song individually, and then like two is if it fit like the album like as a like a cohesive like unit basically.
wow.
I love it.
That 17, 7. I mean, it's blowing my mind. Oh my gosh. So my thing is, you've done a lot of research, and one, you know yourself. You're definitely talented, and you know yourself. And I feel like, man, you just don't see that in, you know, like in an everyday 17-year-old. And I don't want to say that they don't have that, but man, you're really you're making some waves out there, and that's a good thing.
You know, may not have wanted to be a role model, but you're doing it, man. So
Yeah,
you know,
definitely, man.
take it from us old cats right here, right? Us
Yeah.
old school cats, you know, with all this salt in our beard. You know, we proud of what you're doing, brother. We proud of what you're doing.
Appreciate it for sure.
Yeah,
Let me
definitely
bring
proud.
this screen up right quick, and if you can just talk a little bit about the links that you have available, because again, I'm gonna put them in the description afterwards, but I just want folks to know where they can catch you and all of the places where you're chopping up and, you know, having conversations, so all of your social feeds, and is this the right place to lead folks to?
Yeah, for sure. So my link tree has all of my like my major links. It might be like some stuff left off, but for the most part, like this is like all like the stuff you would usually like use to find me or my music or any other content. My YouTube, I just dropped a music video for my song "Oh News."
Mm.
The second link is to an event that was supposed to happen, but like right now it's seeming like it's not gonna happen just because like COVID restrictions and stuff like that still. My Spotify, Apple Music, telling them it's like an anonymous Q&A. So like if you ever like want to ask me anything,
Okay.
just put your question on there. And then Genius, I actually just got my album on Genius. That was like a really big accomplishment to me because as a fan of music more than even just as an artist, like I'm always like, if I put on a song, I'm looking at the lyrics. Like if I don't understand something, I'll like go look at the lyrics and like see like what they said and what they mean. So you can see my whole album like transcribed on Genius. I don't have like my past singles on there. I will get them up there at some point, but my album is definitely up there. So go hit the link, check out Genius. On the bottom, Instagram, TikTok, SoundCloud. Is that TikTok? I can't even
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, TikTok, SoundCloud, Amazon, my email, and then my Cash App if you want to
Yeah,
support
shouts out
me and
to
send
the
me some.
Cash App,
I would
man. The
greatly
man, you
appreciate
know, he needs to pay for studio
Cash
time.
App.
So
That's right.
let,
Young
let,
man
let me
up.
let me ask one question as well, because they're popping up in my head. So
Mhm.
EB and I are, you know, technologists. We're in the technology field. Now, I was going to kind of end my questioning with just what's your favorite piece of technology, but you mentioned things like Telenym and Genius. These platforms and these tools for new artists, up and coming artists. What do you recommend for folks that, again, if they want to start building up their, I like your term collective because I'm using that somewhere else as well, but building up their community and building up their environment. What are kind of the top 2 or 3 environments, platforms that up and coming artists should be taking advantage of as well? I like what you said about Genius and the fact that you can transcribe your lyrics. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that?
For one, TikTok. TikTok probably has the best algorithm out of like any like social media app like out right now. Like it's a video like on TikTok of me like out there somewhere that has like 50,000 views like on my friends page, and I was just goofing around. Like it wasn't even like anything serious. I was just making a joke with my friend, and it went viral. So
Wow.
TikTok definitely like in terms of like going viral and like building like getting engagement, I would say TikTok, Instagram specifically, like the Instagram Reel section, like I mean the Instagram Reel feature, I should say. Like they have like I have like a couple videos on my page, like I've got like thousands of views just because I use like a specific hashtag or like a specific like you know like trend or like something like that.
Right.
So Instagram Reel, TikTok, which is kind of like you know tied together because like they kind of like all the social media websites kind of like borrow stuff from each other. So I would say those two, and then like as an artist specifically, like I'd probably say Genius because not that many artists like up and coming are on Genius. So like anything that could really set you apart is always like a bonus. So I know I have
I
a
like
lot of
that.
like friends, I have like a lot of friends that make music, and like none of them are on Genius because I was the first person to actually go on the website and see like, oh, you can do it without having like a label behind you or like being a big artist. Like you literally just go up there and put it on there yourself. So
Man, Genius up in
those
here dropping knowledge bombs on y'all folks,
Knowledge.
man. Y'all better get some of these bombs right here. Genius is dropping on y'all, man. God, hopefully y'all taking notes. No, go ahead. What you got, E?
No, that's like, you know, we're talking about and listening. You're saying that, a lot of music and lyrics are about storytelling, and I'm sure also when you're script writing, you're telling a story, right?
Mm.
So
uh,
is is it, and I'm sure not everything is inspired or has a message, but does a lot of your lyrics or your stories have a message for anyone? Is there a message out there that you're trying to relay?
Like it would depend on like the song or like the project, obviously, but like the main message I always try to like relay to people is just like find something that you like doing and like make that what you do like for your life, or like make money off of it. And some people might say like, I don't want to make money off of it, but like it don't really make sense to me. Like if you have something that you like doing and you can make money off of it, why wouldn't you do it? Like if it make you happy.
Hey, brother, say that one more time. Say that one more time, man. No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, say that one more again.
Hey, if you have something you like doing, you can make money off of it. Do it, make money off of it, because like I posted something like earlier today. Like I'd rather fail at like what I want to do than be successful but unhappy. Because like the whole point of life is to find happiness.
Say that one more again. Say that one more again. This young man, say it one more time, man.
Hey, man, some people have like an older soul in them, man.
Man, get your worth is what he is saying right there. If you put in the effort and you put in the time and it's something that you're passionate about, get that money. Nothing wrong with getting that bag, man. God,
right.
Man,
you only make excuses for things you don't want to do, right? You never, you always make an excuse for what you want to do. That's my take out of that. So that's all right.
Love it.
Yeah. That's
17. Another thing I like to relay is just like the energy like you have, like whether it be you or like the people around you. Like I'm a big believer in energy. Like it's times where like some people like might like, do something like weird or like something like offensive, and like I could tell like you just get that feeling like to certain stuff, like you have like a sense like for that, like where you could tell stuff like it's about to happen or like something is off with people or like whatever the case may be. But like just like focus on your energy. Like it's times where like stuff like make me mad, I just have to like redirect my feelings like into my art or like whatever like you want to do, just because you can't have like building up inside of you like that make you crash quicker than anything.
Yeah,
I love that. I love the perspective, man. I love the perspective. E, I'm gonna give you the last question, but I will say this, man. I'm not gonna call you by your government name. I'm going to keep calling you Eratik. I'm not gonna put you out there like that. But what's next for you, right? I know you said you're working on the deluxe, or you're working on kind of the remix and the collab, that kind of thing. But what's next for you now that you already have the album out on all the platforms and things of that nature? But now you got your audience and you got your fans hungry for. You did it once. You did it twice. Okay, what's next? We ready for something new now. We impatient like that.
I personally make a lot of music, and I don't like making singles. So like I'm always working on a new project. It's funny too, because like yesterday I literally scrapped a project, and like not because the songs was bad, but like I'm just like it's not the right time for it yet. So like I was like I'm gonna shelf this, come back to this later. But like really like what I want to do next is like a pop album, like some R&B stuff, like just like diversifying myself, showing that like I'm not just a rapper, because that's one of the things I try to do with this album too. Like I try to stay true to the LA sound, but I really wasn't trying to rap as much on it because I don't want people to like identify me as a rapper, just because for one, it's so much more money in pop. It's so much more like opportunity in pop. You have so much more like reach in pop. Like when you look at the top rappers, they like basically borderline trap, like pop stars, like Drake, pop star. Like you have people like that that's like crossing borders and like breaking that barrier. But for the most part, you have like a rapper like way smaller. Like it's funny because the Baby, he recently had or not recently, it was probably like a couple months back, but like he had a song with this pop star. I think her name is Anita, but I might be wrong. But she had like, I never heard her before. I check her Instagram, 55 million followers. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, and this is because it's pop. Like you're big, but like the mainstream like rap audience might not know you, when in reality you way bigger than like that rapper. So definitely like want to like push myself into making pop music. It's something I'm already doing right now, but like just like releasing it, and then like outside of music, like just like I said, the mini series, stuff like that, just like showing that like I'm a creative, not just a like music artist.
Love that. Cool.
Merch for sure too. Merch,
yeah, man, get that merch, brother. You see, he rocking company gear right there, man. You got to get your merch. You got. I'll hook you up with some folks. Press and Soak can take care of some things and get you some some dope shirts
See,
and hat.
networking.
Yeah, we can get you hooked up with some Eratik gear for sure. I'll rock it to the gym. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. EB, take us home, man.
Man, oh, you know what? It's not a question. All I know, man, you're young. The world is your oyster, man. You have it going on. Keep staying the path. Keep staying true to you. Man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And remember, the show is about life, finance, family and friends. You name it, because it's unscripted.
Love it,
And
brother.
keep it up. Stay
Yeah.
real, man. That's all right.
Eratik,
I have nothing but good things
you
to say
want
about
to go ahead and shut it out to all the folks that are watching and checking you out as well, because again they're gonna be on the replay. So man, we'll let you have the final word, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to thank everybody that joined live, anybody that watched afterwards. I appreciate all of y'all. Go stream Who You Is. Get ready for I Love Oscar's new project. And yeah, I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
You got it, brother. We out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be good to yourself. Take care now.
All right.